Hey, it's Space for Bodyweight Official and welcome to today's video. How to build muscle with your body weight as a teenager. Now I am super excited for today's episode. If you wait till the end, I outline an amazing body weight program, 3 days a week, full body. I'm just excited to give it to you. So let's crack straight into kind of the video. So what is the first thing? When you want to build muscle, there is one major thing you need to ask yourself. How do you build muscle? Now I made a video on it previously, but I'll outline kind of what I said in that video. In that video I highlighted 3 ways that your body builds muscle. These are the only 3 ways that your body can build muscle. Mechanical tension, muscle damage, and metabolic stress. In that previous video I likened those words, or I used other words to kind of describe it. I used heavy, slow, and long. But once you start talking about body weight kind of workouts, working out with your body weight, this heavy terminology breaks down. It doesn't work because you're only one weight. You can't change your body weight. You can add weight onto like weighted pull-ups, but that's not strictly body weight, is it? Because you're adding weight onto it. So heavy doesn't apply to mechanical tension. Instead of mechanical tension, you use exercise variation, changing the lever arm on different exercises, making the exercise harder. So mechanical tension, think about it as intensity, how hard the movement is to do. If you add weight, then you're increasing the intensity, you're making the exercise harder. But if you change the exercise, you make the exercise harder. For example, a push-up, increasing the intensity, increasing the mechanical tension, you can do a one-arm push-up. So that's a very simple example of how you can apply mechanical tension, using different exercises to make it harder on the same muscles. Muscle damage is eccentrics and isometrics. With body weight and metabolic stress, you can do supersets and drop sets. You can also do eccentrics and isometrics. So these two kind of overlap when you're talking about body weight, muscle damage and metabolic stress. You tend to do both at the same time, whenever, but specifically during body weight training. Get your mind around that. I'll go over it again really simply. You need to keep in mind 3 different things, how you build muscle. Exercise variation, changing the exercise to make it harder. Pull up to a one-arm pull-up, for example. Eccentrics and isometrics is muscle damage. Eccentrics is the lengthening portion, so going down slowly will be an eccentric. Isometrics is holding a position, so holding that top of the pull-up. That would be an isometric exercise. Metabolic stress, meaning you build up lactic acid and different metabolites in the muscle that you're working. That burn feeling that you get when you work out. You can get that through supersets, drop sets. You can also get it in eccentrics and very much so in isometrics. So these two kind of overlap. So that's what you need to understand. Now we get on to the thing I'm most excited about. How to build muscle with your body weight as a teen. The example program. Now it is a 3-day program. Each day is a full body day. The reps vary from 8 to 12 repetitions. The sets go from 3 to 4 sets, and the rest period is 30 seconds to 2 minutes. So we'll get straight into the actual days. Where's day 1? So originally I wasn't going to write up all 3 days in as much detail, so it's a little awkward on the board, but we'll work with it. Day 1, we're going to do, each day consists of 3 supersets, and each day is focused on one of these 3 things. Mechanical tension, muscle damage, and metabolic stress. So, day 1, superset 1, clap, pull up, clap, push up, supinated pull-up release. So as you can see, this is working on mechanical tension, that power, that kind of, working on that power, that strength, that explosive capabilities of your muscles and bodies. Now if you can't do these, then you need to keep in mind that when you change the exercise, you need to do it following the same principles. So mechanical tension, it needs to be explosive. So if you can't do a clap pull-up, you just need to do an explosive pull-up. If you can't do an explosive pull-up, then you need to do an explosive Aussie row or an explosive banded or assisted pull-up. So you do a clap push-up, pronated push-up. So you pull up and you clap. You want to do 8 repetitions here. Clap pull-ups, clap push-ups, and then supinated pull-up release. What that is you grip the bar supinated and you pull up explosively, let go of the bar, and then grab, and then as you come down you grab the bar again. That's the release. So you supinate, pull up, release it, and then catch it and come back down. 8 repetitions with a 2-minute rest here, and you want 3 to 4 sets of that. Superset 2, we have dip release, mixed grip, alternating pull-ups, and a lizard pop push-up. I'll go through each exercise. So the dip release, similar to the pull-up release, you do a standard dip, but as you push up you explode, let go, and then catch, and then come back down. That's a dip release. A mixed grip alternating pull-up. This is quite an advanced exercise where you originally grip the bar with a mixed grip, and then you explode up, let go of the bar, change your hands around, catch the bar, and then come down, and then pop up and then come down, pop up and then come down. You want to do 8 repetitions in total, so that's 4 on each side. The lizard pop push-up. So there's a lizard push-up where you are in a lizard position here, and you come down, and then you pop off of the ground and you change your hand position. Pop off the ground, change your hand position. 8 repetitions in total, so that's 4 repetitions each side. You want to do 8 repetitions for each with a 2-minute rest. Superset 3, we have legs now. Box slash vertical jump. So you want to jump either onto a box or just jump as high as you possibly can. A vertical tuck jump. Next exercise, high knee jumping lunge. So you get down into a jumping lunge, and instead of just jumping and swapping your legs, you jump as high as you possibly can, bring your legs up, and then land. And then jump up high as you can, bring your knees up, and then land. And you want to do 8 repetitions in total for that, so 4 on each leg. Then we go SL bound, so a single leg bound. So you remain on one leg and you jump as high and as far as you possibly can. On each leg you do 8 repetitions. So 8 that way on your right leg and maybe 8 back this way on your left leg. Again, you want 8 repetitions with a 2-minute rest. That's day 1, and that is working on your mechanical tension, focusing on mechanical tension. So day 2, we have superset 1, which is wide pull-ups, supinated pull-ups, body weight bicep curl slash headbangers. For the reps and sets of this, we're going to look up here, and we're working metabolic stress now. So we're going to go wide pull-ups. Take a wide grip just outside of shoulder width, and that's your wide pull-up kind of exercise. Supinated pull-ups is this grip right here. Your supination at the palms, and you bang out your repetitions there. Body weight bicep curl. You can do this on a low bar, so you just grip the bar on curl. You can do it on a TRX setup. You could do it on rings. If you don't have any of them, you can attempt supinated headbangers. So you get up to the top position of a pull-up and you literally bang as if you're banging your head on the bar. You extend and flex at the elbow, remaining with kind of in level with the bar. Now for this, you want to do 3 sets of 10 to 12. Ideally 3 sets of 12. If you cannot do that, use band assistance or machine assistance. It's very helpful. Superset 2, we have dips, push-ups, body weight tricep extensions. Now you can Google body weight tricep extensions, although you can imagine what they are. Your hands are on the floor here and you literally just extend up from your body. You can use on a low bar where you grip here and you roll under and then you extend. I love those exercises, by the way. Dips, so you just have a standard dip, and then push-ups. You can do close grip push-ups if that's harder. You can do incline push-ups with your feet elevated if you need to. But again, this is 3 sets of 10 to 12, ideally 12 repetitions. Third superset 3, is a full squat tuck jump. Okay, so you go into a full squat ass to grass, you explode up and you do a tuck jump. Into a split squat. So, like a Romanian split squat, you put your back leg up onto a platform, or a bench, or a chair, or a step, or a stair, and then you squat and you just do a lunge with your front leg being kind of the main driving force in that one. And then a single leg RDL, Romanian deadlift. So you stand on one leg and you just bend at the hips and you go to touch your toe and then you come back up. Again, you want 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps, ideally 12 reps. That should help with metabolic stress. You want to do each of these exercises in as much control as possible. So now we go on to day 3. Now day 3 is focusing on muscle damage. It's placed at the end of this kind of week, allowing the weekend to rest, because muscle damage requires a lot of recovery. That's why it's at the end. Instead of 1 day's rest, there is 2 days rest. Very important. So, on day 3 we are doing tempo work for the majority of this. Tempo work meaning you have a tempo to the motions that you're doing. The tempo is 1-3-3. Now what that means is on the concentric meaning when your muscle produces force and shortens. So when you push, you concentrically contract your chest. It's contracting and it's shortening. When you pull, you create a concentric attraction with your back and your bicep muscles. Because as you contract, it's shortening. I hope that makes sense. So the first number focuses on the concentric contraction. The second number focuses on the hold. And the third number focuses on the eccentric contraction, or the lengthening of the muscle. So for example, superset 1, we have a pronated pull-up, supinated pull-up, and then a hold. So the tempo work 1-3-3 in practice, that is 1 second up, 3 seconds hold, 3 seconds down. 1 second up, 3 seconds hold, 3 seconds down. Now you want to get 12 repetitions ideally. You will fail quite considerably. You will get down to 8 repetitions. It works also as a mechanical drop set, so we're working a little bit of the metabolic stress with the supinated pull-up, because you won't be able to get the same amount of reps as you did with the pronated pull-up if you do it correctly, or if you're super strong with your body weight, then you will be, so congrats. I gave this a go, what was it, the other day, yesterday, and I couldn't match my reps for the pronated pull-ups and the supinated pull-ups. But so you do the supinated pull-ups, 1 second up, 3 second hold, 3 seconds down. And then once you hit 8 to 12 repetitions, or you just hit absolute failure, if you're still on the bar, you can come down to 90 degrees, so this angle here, and you hold this for as long as you can until your form starts to give up. But you hold that as long as you can. You will start to come down, but you just need to hold on. And that's the hold. And you want 2 to 4 sets. Ideally 2 to 3 sets if you're hardcore and you can get all the repetitions. Then you want to go up to that 4th set, but that's for very advanced people. 2 to 3 sets is enough generally for people to start feeling sore the couple days afterwards. So then we got that hold. Then superset 2 is dip, close grip push-up, and body weight tricep extensions. So 1-3-3, that dip is 1 up and then a 3 second squeeze and hold at the top, and then 3 seconds on the down. 1 up, 3 seconds squeeze contraction, and then 3 on the down. Close grip push-up, same deal. We got 1 second up, 3 seconds of contraction of that isometric contraction and 3 seconds down. 1 second up, 3 seconds isometric contraction and 3 seconds down. Bodyweight tricep extensions, same deal. We got 1 second up, 3 seconds isometric contraction, 3 seconds down. 1 second up, 3 seconds isometric contraction, 3 seconds down. Here is the same style repetitions as this. You want to rest around 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes when you're working this. Superset 3, squat, glute bridge and split squat. Now the tempo on this really gets to you. So this last superset is a bit outside of this, but what you want to do for the squat is 5 seconds down, 5 second hold, and then 5 seconds on your way up. Glute bridge. Here you will be able to follow the 1-3-3 more effectively. So you can go 1 second in the concentric contraction, 3 seconds hold, and then 3 seconds lowering your bum. Split squat. So you can go so again, the 1-3-3 will work on the split squat. You go 1 second up to the top of the split squat, hold that for 3 seconds, and slowly go down for 3 seconds. And again, you want to go for 8 to 12 repetitions with a 1.5 to 2 minute rest here. You'll feel sore after this day if you've done it right, or if you're kind of more new to training. Although if you're new to training, then this is a little bit advanced. You'll want to change the exercises to allow you to enter these rep ranges and tempo kind of variations. So there we go, an example program that if you follow, you will build a large amount of muscle with your body weight as a teenager. I will be following this when I go traveling, when I do not have access to a gym. This is the workout, this is the type of exercises and routine that I will be following to ensure that I maintain and build muscle. I hope you put this into action. If you want me to create a PDF and put it somewhere, I'll send it to you. Leave me a comment in the down below, or message me directly on Instagram would probably be the better way to do that. So yeah, mechanical tension, muscle damage, metabolic stress. You can think about it as exercise variation, eccentrics and isometrics, and supersets and drop sets. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you can utilize this example program that is phenomenal. Train hard.